I'm Chaz. I work here.
Jan?
Chaz.
Say it?
C. Chaz.
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 What do you do at the radio station?
I'm DJ. I write commercials too. Is it worse in Birmingham?
I'm listening right now, and he's saying something about there's some rats, but I'm not hearing where. So do you guys have shows, or like what's the format?
We have two stations, like an AM and FM, and FM is kind of a mix, and the AM is gospel in the morning and country in the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, what's the girl?
Andrea?
Yeah, we were listening to her. Hey Mike, yeah, we're back. We took a little break to avail ourselves of some of the culinary offerings here in Hamilton at this hour. But as you said, the wind is still moderate at this hour. There is some good news. If we're looking for any ray of good news here, we certainly have it in the form of blue sky poking through the clouds this morning. We're still getting a little bit of snow, but it seems to be tapering off. And things seem to be moving pretty smoothly here through Hamilton this morning. But if you look up, you can see cracks in the clouds and some blue skies poking through, and the clouds seem to be moving rapidly away here. As a matter of fact, we've got one of our friends here from the local radio station. I don't know if you can show her. This is Chaz. Chaz, why don't you come over here and wave? She's got her video camera out, and there she is. That's her big break right there. She's getting a few shots of us doing our thing this morning. You lost your hat, Chaz. That's going to get wet over there. But we're just having a good time, just kind of watching things out here in Marion County. And it looks like, that the worst that we've seen in terms of snowfall is over at this point. It was heavy, I would say, heaviest between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. last night, tapered off for a while, and then we just had a series of squalls all night long through the morning hours. Now finally seems to be coming to an end. As you can see behind me, a little bit on the grass right there, not even a quarter of an inch, but it's windy, it's cold, but that's the extent of things right now in Marion County, Mike. Hey Mike, if you can still hear me and if we're still up, I'm going to let you know that there's this, and I'll let the audio booth know too, that there's this weird phenomenon that for whatever reason, when I'm starting the live shot, I hear you just fine, but towards the end, you get very, very faint. I don't know if that's a booth problem or a problem on our end, but we're working on it, and hopefully I'll hear you next time.
This is Chaz, and I'm here in the WERH studio with Glenn Wills of NBC 13, and he was telling me he started out in radio.
Yeah, am I supposed to talk now? Who's seeing this?
This might go out over 49 County News Net here in Hamilton.
Oh my gosh. That's great. Yes, what would you like to know? Yeah, I used to work at radio back in the late 70s. AOR. Album-oriented rock. I don't even think they use that term anymore. So, when I saw the radio station, I saw y'all say 970 kilocycles. I haven't used the term kilocycles in 40 years. But anyway, yeah, I just want to see the inside of this old radio station. This is cool.
Well, did you see a lot of snow coming down from Birmingham?
No.
Is it actually?
We didn't even see any snow when we got here last night. And then, kind of came and went. We got up this morning. We're out there doing live shots at 5 a.m.
The glamorous life. So what made you change from radio to TV?
Because I couldn't make any money in radio.
And one other thing you had to do, we haven't had to do here, you had to take some tests?
Yeah, I had to take back in the old days, you had to actually have a radio telephone license to read the transmitter. You had to do readings every 2 hours by FCC regulation.
Well, we appreciate your time, Glenn, and it's nice to have you here visiting us in Hamilton and at WERH.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and say hey to Andrea too real quick. This is Andrea, our super weekend DJ. You here every Saturday and Sunday here at WERH.
How many hours you work?
I usually come in see Saturday. I come in at 6 usually.
Areas, and actually some places now southeast of the new area. In just a moment I'll show you.
Hey, it's Glenn, WBTM. Hey, buddy. I got on 23A. See, if you look at I-65, you go west of there. Cool, thank you.
There can still be a few flurries, but there will be some major.
And that's what I do. And then, well, actually I set everything up, and then if I take us up and down off the transmitter, and I dial up IFB where you can hear the station. That's pretty much it. They'll go out and they'll do their thing. It's like, I'll give you a little lesson here about satellites here. I'm hitting a satellite at 25,500 miles in space following a geosynchronous orbit around the equator. So what happens is you'll hear him here first, and then you'll hear him over here just a second later because of delay, because the signal goes at the speed of light. But still, it has to make a 50,000 mile round trip and go through processing. So when he says something here, you'll hear the same thing over here a second later. It's called satellite delay. You notice every time you do watch network news, and they'll go some correspondent in Baghdad, and they'll say our correspondent so-and-so in Baghdad and all like that. And you see them, and it takes a full second or more for them to start talking. That's because of satellite delay. Give me a mic check, please.
Say what? Say what?
Just want to hear you talk, that's all.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Pretty cool, huh? It's like, I do it all the time, so I don't even give it a second thought. Ask me questions, young lady.
So what are all the different monitors?
Alright, well that's just a direct monitor off the kid's camera. This comes off this router down here. This is what's coming back off the satellite, and this is also what's coming down off the satellite. If we were closer to Birmingham and I could get our off-air signal, then I would put our off-air up there, channel 13. So, and see what the viewers actually see it as.
For today, because of the weather, I pointed out that one of the injuries on the team, there was sort of glad to take the day off anyway, but they didn't apparently make the right decision. They made very cold temperatures.
Not so much, but we still can. We are still seeing just a little bit of flurry.
So what we all hearing what's going on at 13 hours?
What we're hearing is what people are seeing. That is Bettina, and she's in downtown Birmingham at the EMA.
Mentioned about some of the accidents with some of those freeways,
have a reporter up
elevated roadways. In fact, we want to show you some video that our
Walmart up on Highway 78
not too long ago. You can see that this happened on 4th and 11th.
Because we can get a microwave shot there.
Apparently, a gentleman
Which
was
is
coming
like the
off
truck you see with the tall mast in it, which is different than my truck. Anyway, obviously a satellite shot. So I can go live pretty much anywhere in the Western Hemisphere.
If you can, Birmingham police.
Well, how long have you been working with these guys? This crew?
These guys are channel 13.
Yeah, both?
Well, I've been working with Palone. I mean, he's been with us for like 6 years. He's retired for Peterson a couple of years. I've been at channel 13. 11 and a half years.
Do they usually send you out with the same crew most of the time? No.
See, I have a specialized function, which is operating the truck. So I've worked with everybody in that nation at one time or another. And I'll be down. At the beginning of the week, I was out chasing tornadoes over. Well, actually, we were in Winfield. And we went down to Aliceville. And then I was in Utah, Alabama the next day. If you know where Utah is, same exit that you go to get exit 40 off of 2059. Wednesday I was in Auburn. Thursday I was in Auburn. And then Friday I was here.
Are you hearing me well right now?
So I've probably driven close to he's doing his report.
I can tell you this. I just got off the phone with the Marion County Sheriff's Department. They're reporting no accidents, no problems, so that's certainly good news in this neck of the woods.
It looks like a door
I called the county EMA, which I told you earlier was not staffing overnight. They're still not staffing, or at least they're not answering the phone. They didn't think it was going to be that big a problem.
He has a very sharp wit. He's actually a lot of fun to work with. He's a good guy.
Keep an eye on things and call out trucks as needed.
But yeah, I probably logged close to 1,000 miles this week.
We have seen a sand truck going up and down Military Street here. We just went by 2 minutes ago. Again, not spreading any sand on the roadway because the road is wet, but it is not icy here, at least in Hamilton. We are checking around. We have checked with DOT. In the last 5 or 10 minutes.
I mean, like, what's the difference when you're looking at it here and you're shooting out there?
Windy, however, off to behind our shot here, we are starting to see blue skies poke through in Hamilton.
I've been to Hamilton several times. The fact is, up there at the courthouse, you can get our signal with a good antenna.
Saturday morning, there are a few folks who are gathering at some of the fast food restaurants here.
Not that you care.
What's your favorite part of the job?
But other than that, not a lot of heavy traffic out here this morning. And we're also seeing a lot of folks
I don't know. I mean, I love my job.
Cleaning off the windshield.
I do love my job. I mean, it's a cool job. I mean, I get to go places and see things. I've been as far north as Columbus, Ohio, as far south as almost to Miami, as far west as Dallas. I've ridden out 7 hurricanes. In fact, as I was hiding behind a Walmart in Biloxi, Mississippi when Katrina blew in. It's a cool job. It has its ups and downs, but it's a cool job. It beats working for a living.
Keep the viewers updated on that.
Okay.
Look forward to the next cast a little bit later on. Thanks very much, Chris Below.
All right.
Joe's still up there now.
So what is the least favorite part of the job?
I'm not going to answer.
Getting interviewed by other people?
No, I don't think. Well, people are curious. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't.
Well, will you tell me the names of the crew again, just for the record?
Sure, that's Chris Malone. Photographer's name is Steve Peterson. And like you know my name, I hope you do, Glenn Wills. I operate the satellite truck.
We love Hamilton. We've had a nice night in Hamilton. We're glad that the traffic is moving freely this morning, and we're glad to see everybody out honking and waving at NBC 13.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you duly fascinated?
Yes, I love it.
No. To be honest with you, it's just TV. We ain't curing cancer here.
Just TV.
Yep, just TV.